Good morning.
What's going on? Hi, I'm Tom.
I'm Kate.
And this is Panda. And we are Cheap Applause Recaps.
So on this week's episode of Finding Prince Charming, Robert comes over to surprise the guys with breakfast.
There's nothing I love more when courting a man than having an impromptu morning wake-up call.
No way.
No.
Not even for the mimosa.
The mimosas. Mimosa. So all the boys chip in together and make breakfast and collective yawn.
Trigger warning, this episode is actually about dating.
This is the worst episode of the season.
So the date this week is a 3-course meal,
AKA Paul's idea of a perfect date.
which he does not get to go on.
Poor Paul.
Poor Paul.
Poor Paul. So for the appetizer, we have Robbie, who gets to use her little seduction powers on Prince Charming. And, for our pleasure, a Sabra roasted pine nut hummus.
I think it's pronounced sabra.
Sabra?
Sabra.
Sabra. Sabra.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Robert decides to question Robbie on whether his sense of humor is genuine.
I feel like Prince Charming is a little disappointed to learn that Robbie isn't hiding some deep, dark secret.
He's just a genuine person.
He just has a personality.
He's just amazing.
Some people have good personalities without masking darkness from within. I don't know about that personally.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely masking.
But you know, I feel like if someone can do it, I feel like it's Robbie. Oh my god, these are fucking delicious.
Hummus, man.
Hummus is yummis.
So moving on to the main course with Eric.
Alright, we have a garlic white chicken pizza and
Oh, wow.
a meatball and mozzarella. Excuse me, are these Hot Pockets or Lean Pockets? Well, Robert doesn't seem to mind the long pauses between him and Eric. The collective yawn of America says otherwise.
You know what's great for TV? Long silences. Do you want to try?
Oh, sure. Fuck, that's hot. This is delightful.
I'm quite happy.
Yeah, it's not a filet mignon with a fine wine, but it's
But it is a hot pocket.
a lean pocket, bitch. Guys, I'm really poor. Did you know Donald Trump doesn't pay his taxes?
So on to the dessert with Brandon.
What do we have for dessert, Kate?
Well, we have some Twinkies.
I do love Twinkies.
You know, I've never had a Twinkie.
Oh my god.
I know.
Cheers to
Cheers.
a lovely dessert date. Brandon is adorable. And his little sobriety necklace trick from last week is paying dividends. And I don't think Robert's going to forget about Brandon anytime soon.
Brandon had a really good recovery this week.
Pun intended. Because she's in recovery from addiction.
Thank you. Thank you.
So if you weren't tired of dating yet, the remaining 4 suitors get their shot at Prince Charming on a workout date.
Which is the gayest thing ever.
So gay. So the remaining 4 suitors, Paul, Dylan, Justin, and
Chad.
Oh, he kissed Chad earlier. Do we want to talk about that, or we don't care?
No.
However, Paul
Oh, Paul.
has a different approach to working out. So Paul is used to having his trainers bring cool towels so he doesn't sweat. That's really special. Paul doesn't work out for the functionality of it. It's all about the aesthetic.
I mean, me too, honey, but I'm not going to tell anyone.
Yeah, that's a secret. Honestly, if I could work out like Paul, I would. But I would also try not to be a whiny little bitch about it in front of someone that I'm trying to pursue.
Paul really dug himself a gay grave today. So we're back at the Black Tie Affair, which I guess we're committed to as a thing. And it comes down to Robbie and Paul.
The friend zone nearly claims Robbie as its next victim.
But Paul's need for perfection does not appeal to Robert, and he is asked to give the tie back.
Have it. And thus mercifully concludes another episode of Finding Prince Charming. We have 6 left.
6 left in the game.
My top 3, all intact. Maybe not intact emotionally or psychologically, but they're still there physically. All right. Oh, and congrats to my co-host Kate on being officially wifed up.
What is a lesbian without her girlfriend?
And as always, I am still single and alone. So,
see you next time.
Panda! How cute are these dish towels?